A new Galnet article has been published, entitled Starship 1 Trial Begins. The audio recording is ready.
What's more important, elite or online classes? The answer is online classes. Real talk. But no hate. Let's do this. How's everybody doing? Hey, look, it's my face. Hey, my face. How you guys doing today? I'm doing pretty well. Hope you are too. 10 out of 10. We're gonna go ahead and get this elite. Elite's the answer. If you say so.
Welcome back, Commander.
Welcome back.
You have no missions at this time. You are pledged to Aisling Duval.
All
You have
systems
served for
ready to
nearly 81
go.
weeks and are at rank 1 with no accumulated merits. You are in the vicinity of Flight BPD-AD14-13B8, in the Flight BPD-AD14-13 system.
Am I in space? I am in space. I was like, interesting. Also, real quick, where's this? There we go. Is that gonna show up now for me? There we go. Alright, so we've got all the things combined. Everything's where it needs to be. Perfect. We're only 4 jumps out, I believe, from Black Hole System. Definitely a pro. And hopefully our frame shift is still boosted. We'll find out. How many? 14K. Keep by. Okay, yeah. Actually, go do that work, my dude. Have a good one. Engage. Jump.
Acknowledged.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Crew Commander Roster. Crewman Astra, take all stations.
Reporting for duty.
Thank you.
Telemetry obtained.
Leaving to your
Stellar Serpents is en route to the Fly ABNS EF-82 system. Caution, neutron star detected. This is your first visit to the system.
Neutron time, boys.
You have 2 jumps left.
Sure.
Neutron star A is uncommon and interesting, with an unusually high solar mass of 2 times Sol's and an extremely high average density of over 2,477 quadrillion kilograms per cubic meter. Eleven
Jump
bodies remain to be
range
scanned.
boosted.
Frame shift drive boosted by 400%.
Alright, let's pull up over here and park out of the way. Let's see what we've got. We've got it knocking around.
Planet B2 is notable, with terraformable conditions.
We're gonna have another one of these systems.
Planet B1 is notable, with potential for terraforming.
Alright, we got B1, B2.
Body B1 has high levels of tellurium.
Yo, if we get a biosignal on top of all these terraformables, that would make my day. I know it can happen. Below down. My down button is starting to stick a little bit on one of my hats, which is unfortunate. We may have to take the stick back apart.
Planet B7 is interesting, with an unusually high radius of around 11,500 kilometers and an incredibly high surface temperature of nearly 464 Kelvin. Body B7 contains large deposits of carbon and selenium.
Alright, what else we got?
Cancel.
I didn't want you to cancel anything. Interaction mode on.
On.
Invoke on.
All right then.
Planet B8 is a notable icy body with an unusually elliptical and incredibly inclined orbit and an unusually high surface temperature of over 362 Kelvin. Bodies B1 and B2 are recommended candidates to map.
You got it. Off we go. Alright. While we're flying out, what do we got? My current jump range is 213. Let's go. It's like a flight log. That's kind of cool. What else we got here? Alright, it's got my name stuff up there. We got the Elite Track running. We got EDDI running. We've got G19 running. I think we're good. On our way to Terraformables. And how many jumps away are we from? We're only 2 jumps out from this quad black hole system, which is pretty sweet. Alright, we're 2 minutes out. Let's go. When our speed starts decreasing means we're halfway. So we gotta keep an eye on that. Right now we're almost 380 times speed of light. There it goes. So we're definitely booking it. Alright, we're starting to slow down.
I remember when I saw you at the end of that night. I was looking for some trouble, you were looking alright. Every time you said a word, I was staring at your lips. I don't think I've ever been so close to a love like this. I never met someone like you. I never felt this way, ooh. My love, I would take potions for your love. I would cross oceans.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. Systems are critical. Life support running out.
See, when I hear things like that, right? And then I go to contacts, and there's nobody in the system. Who's saying that their life support's running out? And also, how am I gonna find you? Like, come on, my dude, look. If I come over here, there's no unknown signal sources. So, like, where you at? Put on your wing beacon, my dude. You gotta do something.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. Systems are critical. Life support running out.
Yeah, like, where you at? It's just echoes in the dark is what we call them.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. Systems are critical. Life support running out.
Prequel to Impulse.
I am engaging engines at 75%.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Love a nice little instrumental song thrown in the mix. Alright, here we go. A 6 probe.
Mayday, mayday, mayday.
Alright, that should be good. We'll let it think about its life choices.
Mapping is finished. Efficiency bonus granted. Planet B2 is a medium gravity terraformable high metal content world. Most prevalent in the thick atmosphere is nitrogen with an average surface temperature of 225 Kelvin. Body B1 is also a recommended mapping candidate.
On to B1. How all the peeps doing? How you guys doing? Super chilly chill. Heading for the star here. I would always love to know how moving your ship, like in normal space I understand, in which space I understand it's like a point to point, but how do you move it in Super Cruise? Because there's not thrusters, right? So it's gonna have to be like redirecting the Super Cruise, whatever. How does Super Cruise work, I guess? Is there like a slipstream where you have like a bubble in front of you and you follow the bubble and you just bend the bubble up and down? Or like how do I control like this? How do I control in Super Cruise where I'm going? I would love to look into that. Alright, we're gonna do a flyby real quick. There we go. Pretty cool to impulse.
3/4 impulse.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Commander.
Alright, and this one I believe is a terraformable HMC, which will be nice to have.
Are you all right?
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome, Commander.
Alright, we got a 7 probe. Do you think we can do it in 5, though? We gotta be a little more accurate. Let's give her a shot. Is that gonna do it? I feel like we did pretty well. Yeah, we got it.
Mapping is complete. Efficiency bonus granted. Planet B1 is a medium gravity terraformable high metal content world. The super dense atmosphere is composed mostly of carbon dioxide with an average surface temperature of 773 Kelvin. All worthwhile bodies are now mapped.
Next system en route.
Selecting next system en route.
Engage jump.
Jumping.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jump in progress.
Jump into next
Stellite
system.
Serpent is traveling to the fly APS as ML-5G6. Caution. Neutron star detected.
Another
This is your
neutron.
first visit to the system.
Alright. Alright. We're gonna have to definitely stop and do some AMFU repairs. If we keep doing neutron jumps.
One jump to go.
Of course.
Thank you.
This neutron star is
You're
uncommon and
welcome,
notable,
sir.
with an extremely high average density of over 236 quadrillion kilograms per cubic meter. 1 out of 3 bodies have been scanned.
It is popping out a lot of dust.
Frame shift drive
Got it,
boosted
nice.
at 400%.
Slow her down. Let's give it a scan. So we got one like icy, maybe a rocky planet. Or maybe it's an HMC, who knows. But then we got some gas giants. Ringed gas giant.
Notable class 3 gas giant with a pristine rocky ring.
Nice. Alright, and then it's probably an HMC would be my guess. Is it a ringed HMC? It
Planet
is.
2 is a notable high metal content world with a pristine metal rich ring.
Interesting. Engage jump.
Frame shift drive engaging.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Destination confirmed. Stellai Circus is in transit to the Fly AEMS-A-46 system. Caution. Black hole detected. This is your first visit to this system.
Here we go, boys.
Key systems are at optimum levels. Radiant for exit.
Fuel levels are below 50%.
Affirmative.
Planet AB2 is a notable icy body with an incredibly large radius of nearly 13,000 kilometers. Black hole A is rare and interesting, relative to similar Class H black holes, with an extremely high solar mass of well over 41 times sols and an incredibly high solar radius at 0.00018 times sols. Brown dwarf D2 is notable, with higher than average density. Brown dwarf ABC7 is uncommon and remarkable, with an unusually low solar radius at 0.12 times sols, lower than average surface temperature in a rocky ring. Brown dwarf ABC3 is uncommon and notable, with an unusually high solar radius at 0.25 times sols. Brown dwarf ABC5c is uncommon and notable, with a metal-rich ring. Body ABC3 is a recommended mapping candidate.
Alright. She's got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Planet ABC3b is notable, with an extremely high radius of over 3,500 kilometers and an extremely high surface temperature of over 1,000 Kelvin. Planet ABC3 is a notable rocky body with an extremely high radius of over 4,000 kilometers and potential for terraforming.
Ooh, a rocky body that's terraformable, you say? Interesting.
Planet ABC4 is remarkable, with an extremely elliptical orbit, an incredibly high mass of over 207 times Earth, and an extremely high radius of well over 25,000 kilometers. Planet ABC5 is an extraordinary rocky body with an incredibly high mass at 0.91 times Earth, an extremely high radius of well over 6,000 kilometers, an unusually high surface temperature of nearly 606 Kelvin, and an incredibly high gravity of 0.93 times Earth.
Alright, I'm gonna turn this down a tiny bit. Tiny, eensy. There we go.
Planet ABC5b is interesting, with an incredibly high mass at 2.3 times Earth and an extremely high radius of well over 8,000 kilometers. Moon ABC5b is a notable rocky body with an incredibly large radius of just over 3,000 kilometers and an extremely high gravity of 0.37 times Earth. Body ABC5b contains high levels of germanium. Planet ABC6c is an exceptional rocky body with an incredibly high mass at 5.1 times Earth, an extremely high radius of well over 10,000 kilometers, and an incredibly high gravity of 1.9 times Earth.
Alright.
Planet ABC6 is an extraordinary rocky body with an incredibly high mass at 6 times Earth, an extremely high radius of well over 10,500 kilometers, an incredibly high surface temperature of nearly 713 Kelvin, and an incredibly high gravity of 2.1 times Earth.
Sounds good.
Planet ABC6b is an extraordinary rocky body with an incredibly high mass at 5.1 times Earth, an extremely high radius of well over 10,000 kilometers, an unusually high surface temperature of just over 640 Kelvin, and an incredibly high gravity of 1.9 times Earth. Moon ABC6b is notable, with an extremely inclined orbit and an unusually high surface temperature of just over 640 Kelvin. Body ABC6b contains large deposits of germanium.
Alright, we gotta keep an eye out because there's a lot of stuff in this system. And we're missing like half of it. Ah, here's some. Here we go.
Planet D1H is a notable rocky body with an incredibly large radius of over 2,500 kilometers. Planet D1E is a notable rocky body with an incredibly large radius of over 2,500 kilometers.
Now the tricky bit is going to be remembering everything it tells us that we got to scan in the system, because these letters, I understand how they work,
Planet D1F is notable, with an incredibly large radius of over 3,000 kilometers.
but they're going to be a bit crazy to remember. Also, I love this song.
Planet D1 Gram is notable, with an extremely high radius of well over 3,500 kilometers. D1 Gamma is a notable rocky body with an unusually inclined orbit. Planet D1F is interesting, with an unusually high radius of around 2,500 kilometers and an extremely high surface temperature of nearly 888 Kelvin. This body has large deposits of germanium. Body D1B contains high levels of arsenic.
Alright, so we got that.
Planet D2 is interesting, with an incredibly large radius of just over 3,000 kilometers and an extremely high gravity of 0.39 times Earth's. This body has large deposits of germanium and tellurium.
Alright, we only got 2 left, so if they're both here, yep, we gotta be listening after this last one.
Planet D3 is notable, with an unusually high radius of over 2,500 kilometers. Planet D3b is a notable rocky body with an incredibly large radius of well over 2,500 kilometers. This system holds every element that can be found from surface prospecting. Exploration class, Gold. Body ABC-3 is a recommended candidate for mapping.
ABC-3A. Okay, that was the only one it recommended, so we'll take care of this first, and then we'll go look at some of these black holes. Things we do. This is a funky system. In case you were curious what it looks like, we got 2 orbiting black holes surrounded by another 2 black holes, and then we've got some brown dwarfs, some A-class just chilling. We got brown dwarfs with rings. It's a funky one for sure. Flying by a black hole to the right. You kind of see space was warping. Three-quarter impulse.
3/4 impulse engaged.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Commander.
They just announced that anybody who owns just the base game will be getting Horizons free at the end of October, getting ready for the prep of Odyssey coming out next year, which is pretty sweet. So, that's not bad. They're giving away free paint jobs for anybody who already owned Horizons before today. So I think that's pretty cool. It's not a bad way to go around it, because we played Horizons up till then. It sucks for the people who just bought Horizons. But it is what it is. Could be worse. I didn't see how many probes it is. 6, alright. Hopefully we didn't mess this up. This felt kind of sloppy. Nah, I think we got
Map
it.
is finished. Efficiency bonus awarded. Planet ABC 3F is a medium gravity terraformable rocky body. This planet has low levels of active iron magma flows near the surface. The atmosphere is composed primarily of sulfur dioxide with an average surface temperature of 272 Kelvin. All bodies of interest have been mapped.
Okay, so A and B are black holes that orbit each other. So can we have info on them, please? Solar masses. We want the bigger one, which I believe is going to be A. Let's grab that. There we go. But while we're here, that's actually okay. So let's go to system map real quick. Where are we at now? We're over here. Can we grab this? Is this close to us? How far away is that? 4,000. Let's fly over to this star, see if we can scoop off of it. Yeah. We'll fill up our fuel tanks and then we'll head over to that black hole. I'm kind of curious, will Super Cruise Assist auto-orbit the star or no? I don't think it will. I guess we will find the out. Close, close. So, go ahead and fly on over here to, well, dang, that's not what I wanted. It was 5, right? It was AB, was it AB5? ABC5. There we go. ABC5. So we're gonna fly over to ABC5, fill up, and then we're gonna head to a black hole. There's 4 of them. We're heading to A. Or is it 1? I believe it's 1. No, it's A. You always start with a letter. So we'll head to A. It looks like it's the largest one, and it looks like it's also orbiting B, which looks pretty sweet. So we'll see how that works. I don't think they're close enough that we'll be able to get, like, the one and the other. Alright, we're getting closer. Good morning, good sir. How are you today? Alright. Will we orbit a star or no? I don't think we will. Oh, look at that. You can see right behind us. See that black hole? At the work? Bro, I feel that. Look at that. Prequel to Impulse.
Acknowledged. 3/4 impulse now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think it was occluding a planet. I don't think it's actually eating it. I think it's actually behind it, and it just the planet is orbiting in front of it. You're gonna make me want to check. I mean, honestly, it's big enough that we can see it from here, so we may remember where those are, and we'll go check that out. Because that would be pretty cool. We're just gonna fill up on fuel first. Because if I can land and see the black hole, that would be pretty sweet. Bro, it was really good. I want to play some more No Man's Sky. What I explained to somebody the other day is if Elite Dangerous is a flight sim, right? Or a space sim. No Man's Sky is basically anime Elite Dangerous. Nope, watch out for the solar flare. And I love both of them. Alright.
Starlight Serpents is now at maximum fuel capacity.
Ah, that's the A black hole we wanted to go to anyways. I want to find one of those giant sandworms they finally added to the game. Bro, you tell me when, I'll be down. I need to do a bunch of upgrading. Like, I need to play it, is what I need to do. I want to start, Loki, I want to start a new character on, like, a survival, and see how bad survival is compared to normal, because I've heard it's actually pretty rough. Survival is impossible. Fair. I kind of want to mess with it. And let me know, my dude. Ah, tonight. Well, that makes more sense. Okay, is this black hole actually in the center of this? Let's find out. I will follow your lead. Bro, I think this black hole is actually in the center of these planets here. Because there's another black hole that's orbiting this one. Are these landable? Please tell me one of these is landable, right? Everything's about to start getting funky. Oh, that's another black hole. Bro, there's two black holes orbiting each other right here. Why aren't we getting any distortion off this one? Oh, we're getting distortion off B, but not A? Alright, let's park it real quick. I did see Microsoft bought Bethesda. Solar masses, solar radius, semi-major radii, angle of Parapolis. I feel like this one should be bigger. I'm gonna keep my hopes low just because Bethesda's been kind of going eh. So hopefully the Microsoft buyout is actually a good thing. Okay, we're apparently really close to it, but it's so small we can't see it. But I hear it. We're about to get dropped out in front of it. Are you ready, boys? It's gonna hurt.
Drop to normal space post start fly ABS AA-AH46A.
Okay. There's nothing here. What about B? Like, B we can see. Oh, we hit it. We're hitting the exclusion zone. Alright, we're gonna have to jump out. Let's see this. Engage jump.
Jumping.
Deploy heatsink.
Deployed.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Commander.
Jump to Super Cruise.
So we need to swing a little bit wider. Alright, that should be good. This one we can see. Alright, what do we want to line up? We could do a nebula would be cool. What else do we have? Is there anything close by that would look cool if we lined it up? That nebula would look pretty sweet. Let's see if we can line that up. Where is it at? There it is. There we go. There we go.
Return to normal space in the vicinity of Starfly Agia and discuss AA-AH46B.
So which way do I need to go? This way? Alright, we're getting there. Alright, I'm looking for something like that.